All right. Well, welcome. We're gonna get started. This should be somewhat of a mix of a nice warm up, a little bit of standing series, and then a nice kind of relaxation at the end. So come to some sort of comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. Start to just shift internally. Taking the opportunity just to settle into the four corners of your mat, your safe space. Soften the shoulders. Sit up an inch taller. Think about elongating the space between the collarbones and the back of the neck, and the chin and the jaw. If you haven't already begun, so start to bring the inhale and exhale out through the nose and see if you can make it of equal length. I will be doing some counting. If you want to stick with me, you're welcome to. If you want to stick to your own counting, whatever is going to allow you to just be in the moment. Exhaling out all of the breath if you're counting with me. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on. Maybe you want to take it to 5. Maybe you want to drop it down. Two more rounds. As you finish up your last round, I invite you to give some thought to this idea of becoming inefficient. We've mentioned it before. This constant grabbing and grasping for the next thing, the next goal, achievement, emotion, moment, image, outfit. just continues. And then this constant trying to keep up with the information we're surrounded by, that which we're consuming. Cutting little pieces, not necessarily cutting, but taking little pieces from us. Can lead to a great sense of overwhelm, frustration, anger. And upon reflection, sometimes we don't even know how we got there, what we're frustrated about, what we're angry about, annoyed with, overwhelmed by. Concept of becoming inefficient, such a great practice, both on our yoga mats and into the world. With our meditation, with the people that we meet, with the talking that we do to ourselves, with the tasks we take on. So tonight we'll work towards holding things maybe a breath or two longer than we typically do in these Monday classes. To see if we can find a settling in. The mind starts to wander, start to think through the next pose, the itch to scratch. See if we can just pause and hold. If there's an intention that you'd like to set for your class, I invite you to do so. Bring chin towards the chest. Go ahead and blink the eyes open. Allowing light to come in. Continue that relaxation of the chin towards the chest. Bring your hands to your knees. Create a cat pose while you're seated. So chin towards chest, tailbone tucks, a nice little C-shaped spine. And then pull the heart through. As you're pulling the heart through, bring the shoulders down and in, and then squeeze them. Think about engaging through the lower abdominal. So it can be quite active. And then letting that fall back. You choose where you want your inhale and your exhale. You choose your speed. You can even start to make this a little bit more organic. Going over the side, center, other side. If you've taken more of the organic movement, the next time you come forward, up and back, try and reverse it. One more. And once you've made your way back to the starting position, move the fleshy bits away from the sit bones, nice and rooted down. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades in and then down. Thinking still about engaging through those lower abdominals. And then twist over to the left. Left hand goes behind right hand to left. First, using that back hand just to sit up a little bit taller. Take a nice deep inhale, and then just start to look towards the left. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, maybe sending the left shoulder back an inch or centimeter or meter. Three breaths here, using inhales to find length and exhales to move into the space you've created. And then while you're in that twist, start to change the gaze so you look over the right shoulder. Being mindful if you've got any neck issues. Listen to your body. Start to slowly look back over to the left. Take a nice deep inhale once you've landed there. And then exhale, arms reach up. Gaze follows, cactus. Forearms kiss. Open it up. Forearms kiss. Open it up. See if you can keep the midsection pretty still by squeezing the sit bones. And then next time your cactus holds. And then right hand goes back, left hand, right knee. Using that right hand to push you up just a little straighter, out of the head towards the sky, and then look over the right shoulder. Inhale to find length. On your exhale, right shoulder moves back. Inhale, find length. Exhale, shoulder moves back. Maybe even just in your mind, keep activating. Squeeze the lower abdominals and the sit bones, and then start to shift the gaze over the left shoulder. And back over the right. And then on your exhale, unwind. Coming onto our hands and knees into a tabletop. Bit of a thread the needle here. So shifting the weight into the right hand, the left arm's going to go up towards the sky and then reach the left hand behind the right. Keeping it lifted first. Reach, 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 reach. Keep reaching with that left arm. And now with that reach, think about toning through the lower abdominals and the glutes. Take an inhale. Exhale, unwind back up. Thread it through. Reach. Back up. Finding your own breath here. And then this last time, we're going to go ahead and set it down. So setting the knife edge of the left hand down. Right hand can be closer to the face, farther away to the right corner of the mat, or behind you for a little bit of a bind. Your choice here. We've got 4 breaths. Slowly start to unwind or bring the right hand closer to the face. Push into the mat with the right hand. Out and unwind. Reach and then plant. Left hand down. We'll go ahead and switch over to the right. Inhale, right arm up. Thread it through and reach. Might even want to roll out that right wrist while you've got it threaded. Engaging through lower parts of the body. And then open up and release. Thread it through. Stay for a breath. And then open up. And this time thread it back through and set it down. Again, your choice. If you want the bind or the reach up. Two more breaths here. Releasing the bind, left hand plants, unwind. Planting the hands back in a tabletop if you've got your blocks. Go ahead and set them towards the front. In our tabletop position, let go, bend into the elbows. Tuck the toes. Cover the knees and the shins. Hold here, beast pose. Push into the floor. Pick up the right toes, set them down. Pick up the left toes, set them down. You don't have to do that ever again, or you can try it a few more times. Hold in the beast. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. High onto the toes. Heels go to the left, toes go to the right. Kind of like a little skier. Bend into the knees. Lift up the hips. Push into the hands. And then high onto the toes. Back towards center. Then heels go right, toes go left. Bend into the knees. Lift the hips. Push into the hands. High onto the toes. Lower the heels. Push into the hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth side out. Walk the right toes towards the top of the mat. Grab your blocks on either side of your right foot. Lower the left knee. Untuck the toes. Put the left hand on the block, open up and twist. In this twist, think about the knee and the hip in an alignment, tone through the right glute. Take your right hand, send it back, And then wave it forward. Thumb goes up, rotate, down. Just getting a little bit of a shoulder rotation. That's tricky. All right. Next time you're back, bring the right, left heel in towards the glute. No need to grab the toes just yet. Just squeeze. Sending everything in that direction. Release the left toes back. Right hand plants back onto the block. Shifting the hips back. Bring the blocks with you on the high setting or whatever setting works for you. And then windshield wiper the toes. And then point and flex. This feels okay and you want to go a little bit deeper or bring the blocks more forward and take a fold over this leg, whatever works. Kind of play around. We're here for about 5 breaths. So if something's feeling really good for you, we want to focus on shifting so the right hip is back. And no matter where you are, point the toes towards the sky. Think about isometrically dragging the right heel towards the back knee. Right knee back to meet the left. Set the blocks down, plant the hands, tuck the toes. Tabletop with toes tucked. Hover for beast. Lift the hips down or facing down. High onto the toes. And then release the heels, push into the hands. High onto the toes. Release the heels, push into the hands. Back of the leg stretch for sure. High onto the toes. And then push back. Walking the left foot towards the front of the mat. And if you don't really want the block here for the twist, you don't need it. Left arm up, twist. The more you deeply lunge forward, the more of a hip opener on the right side. Just depends on what your body needs today. Tone through that right glute, really turn that on. And then send the arm back, forward, and then flip it and rotate, playing around. Get some rotation of the shoulder. And the next time it goes back, bring that right heel in towards the glute and squeeze. One more breath, hold. Or release the toes back, plant the left hand, and then shift the hips back. Send the right toes forward, left toes forward. Me? Same leg. You got it. And then again, just windshield wiper. You're probably more narrow stance, pointing and flexing. And then if you want to move further into Sending the leg out for more of a half split. Think about squaring the hips towards the front. Maybe you want to fold. Got 4 breaths here. And then slowly make your way slightly out of, coming back out of it a little bit. So we can do the isometric drag, left heel towards right knee. Give it 70%, 80%, 90%, and then release. Flop towards the front, left knee back to meet the right. Hands on the blocks. Coming into that beast pose, tuck the toes. Left knee, left wrist. Right knee, right wrist. Left knee, right knee. Maybe you want to go for the armpit. I don't know. Maybe you want to turn it into a plank. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to do any of this. You want to hang out in child's pose. You can do that too. Hold in your plank or beast. Lift the hips downward facing dog. Well done. Take an inhale through the nose. Open the mouth side out. Shifting left foot towards the center of the mat. Walk the right foot towards the top of the mat. Opening up into crescent. Shoulders away from the ears. Cactus the arms. Forearms kiss. Open up warrior 2. Extended. Right forearm, right thigh, left arm reaches. Pushing into the knife edge of the left foot, tone through the left glute, reach the left fingertips. We're going to open up into star. So all 10 toes face the long edge of the mat. And then goddess, drop it down. Cactusing the arms, forearms kiss. Open it back up. Warrior 2. Extended. Reach, reach, reach. Coming back to crescent. Your feet are not glued here, right? Apparently mine were, but very comfortable. Arms reach up, cactus. Forearms kiss. Warrior 2, open it up. Extended side angle, left forearm, left thigh. Reach the right fingertips. Open up into star. Squat low for goddess. Forearms kiss. Open up into warrior 2. Extended. Right forearm, right thigh. Or I don't even know, actually, because I moved that, but I'm not going to use it. Open up for crescent. So we're going around the mat, right? Warrior 2. Frontwards, backwards. Don't worry which direction. Don't even worry what you're really doing. Extended. You're doing something. Star. Don't stress. Goddess. This is part of it, right? Like this is part of just the journey. Forearms kissed. Close your eyes, like who knows what I'm saying? Like just do something. Open up into warrior two. So towards the back of the mat, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. Extended. Left forearm meets the thigh. Doesn't that feel juicy and delicious? Crescent. Warrior two. One more extended, same side. Star. Goddess. Forearms kiss. Other side. Warrior two. Face the opposite direction. Extended, forearm meets the thigh. Feel that. Roll out that top wrist. Crescent. Warrior two. Extended. Star. Goddess. Forearms kiss. Opposite side. Warrior two. Extended. Crescent. Warrior two. So let's do like opening and closing of the hips here. Extended. Warrior two. Star. Goddess. Shift right and left. Star. Excuse me. Bring your hands to your hips, shoulders, in towards the ears, and then lower them down the back. And start to shift into a forward fold. So flat back first, so crown of the head, tailbone long. Grab that block nearby. Just take it a nice, really nice flat back here. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, pull forward. Slow, slow. We're upside down for 5 breaths. You can reach the arms up behind you. You can reach them forward. You can put them underneath your face. Find a spot you can hang out. Releasing anything you've got, halfway lift. If you've got that block nearby, we're gonna take it for a little ride. Little skater pose. So heading in one direction, you're going to bend into one knee as the opposite toes go towards the sky. Block can be really helpful here. Most people, it's really difficult to get this bent knee heel to the earth. Makes total sense. And then slowly straighten through whatever knee was bent. Walk the block over to the opposite foot. Turn those toes out and then point the other toes towards the sky. Coming back up, straighten through the legs. Face in one direction, stepping both feet to the back of the mat. Plant the hands plank. Lifting up the hips for downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Right knee towards right elbow, and then place the knee down on the ground. Coming into a pigeon. If you'd prefer to do pigeon on your back, feel free, or figure 4 on your back, feel free. This is a great place for a block. You can always move the block later. If you put one block underneath either the right hip or even under the left thigh, and then bring the other one towards the front of the mat. Your left hip and knee and toe are in line. Your right knee and your right shin are parallel towards the top of the mat. Really difficult. Just gonna hang out up first. Really easy to want to just like move right into this posture, but then no one really wants to hang out there. That's kind of difficult. If you would like to rest your forearms on the block or go all the way down to the mat, feel free. We've got about 5 or maybe 10. We've got 10 breaths here. So just see what you can explore within the body. See what you can make a little softer. And back to those inhales and exhales through the nose. Two more breaths. Then slowly start to walk the hands back. Torso starts to come up. Shift the right hip onto the earth. Take the left leg, swing it around the right knee. Coming into a seated twist. You can extend the right leg or leave it bent. And this is up to you. You can take the right elbow on the other side of the left knee and twist. Or you can just hug it in. That can feel really nice. And try to let that right knee be a little softer into the earth. A few things to explore here. You've got time to do so. It's much more of a softer expression. Done a lot of engagement. We did a ton of engagement earlier, so just kind of seeing what you can release and soften. Even the belly, soft. And then after you've taken a nice inhale, go ahead and exhale to unwind. And you can always bring your hands to the outside of that right hip. Bow the brain. Extend the left foot back, then the right. You're in a plank. You're in a down dog. Left leg lifts. Left knee, left elbow. And then you're in a pigeon. Maybe. I don't want my knee on that. Oh. So again, use your props. If you've got some, or blanket, pillow, what do you need here? First, just get yourself set up. Flexing through that left foot. And then if you want, fold over. working on the softening aspect of the mind, emotions, the posture. Trying to not get caught up in what it looks like or what it feels like. And just be. No judgment. Two more breaths here. Big, nice breaths. And then slowly walking your hands back. Shift the weight into the left hip. Bring that right. And again, coming into whatever twist works for you, works for me. Two more breaths. A nice deep inhale. And then on the exhale, unwind. Going to the other side. And this time we'll extend the legs out in front of us. Making our way to our back bodies. I'm gonna do a few baby bridges here just to reset the spine. Forearms are into the earth. The only reason I keep my fingers up towards the sky in the beginning is just to really emphasize this kind of pressure into the back of the arms and into the heels to lift. If you don't need that, you don't need to do it. It just helps me. Take an inhale, exhale, lift into the heels and into the forearms, an inch or two. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the hips into another inch. Take a nice deep inhale, and then slowly articulate the spine down. If that felt okay, and you want to do another one, you have the option where you can hold it and put a block underneath, or you can just stay with your back on the ground or do happy baby. Take an inhale, exhale, lift. If it feels okay to put a block there, and see if you can just release part of the back. Some people like to extend one leg or the other. That does not do great for my low back, so I will avoid that. But most people do enjoy that. Three more big breaths. And slowly, just like you came in, pushing into the heels and into the hands to meet the block. And then using that exhale to articulate the spine down. there's anything else you would like, maybe just a gentle rock or a happy baby. Before we move into our savasana, I'm going to offer, we were standing for a bit and doing a lot. If you want to do legs up the wall or knee block under your knees for your savasana, that can feel extra special for some. So finding some sort of share where you can really ease in. We're going to be here for a little bit, so settle in. Releasing the breath, softening the forehead, the space between the eyes, the jaw, softening the neck and the shoulders, moving down the arms, letting them be fully supported by the earth. Releasing more of the ribs and the low back into the earth. Letting the hips be heavy, a softening through the glutes. Letting your legs be very, very heavy. Doing a scan of your body to see if there's anything else you can soften. Enjoy your savasana. Start to slowly bring some movement into the fingers and the toes. We are a product of our habits. We are a product of self-talk. Concept of being inefficient is one we should all work to revisit. The quote I'll share with you tonight is: the secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. The words we say, the love we give, the actions, where we spend our time. Go ahead and reach the arms overhead. And just hang out there for a second. Take a nice deep inhale. Open the mouth side out. Inhale, reach the toes in one direction, the fingers in another. And then bring your knees in, give yourself a hug. Tell yourself that you love yourself and that you're proud of yourself for showing up. Come back to that intention that you set as you slowly make your way to a seat. I forgot my bell. Dang. I had it next to me. I'm grateful for you loving me anyways. Bring your hands and palms to me. That helps me. And then raising them to meet in between your eyes at your third eye. Everything that you have and need, everything that you need, you have within you. It is an honor and a blessing to practice with you. I bow in gratitude. Thank you.